Hello, hello. How is everybody today? I am live, trying to get everything all set up. I am not set up. I'll turn off the light there because that light like puts a beam on me. Hello. How is everybody doing today? I am here to answer a reader question, and I have stacks of books to sign. So I'm going to sign those as I do that. And Eddie is here. Say hi, Eddie. Because as I sign the books, he's going to stick them in some pre-done envelopes. So, anyways, let me get to, no, I'm good. Let me get to my reader question. So I used to be doing these on at night, but I told you guys last week that I was going to start doing them during the day. So probably around lunch on Tuesdays at 2 or on Tuesdays at noon is when I'm going to come do a reader question. So I need to do a reader question here. Okay. This is a question from someone on YouTube. She listens to some of the books on YouTube that I have because they're free on YouTube and audio. And the reason why I can do some free books on audio. Is Jean Thompson here? I don't think so. The reason why I can do those is because I own those audiobooks. But I mean, I own all my audiobooks, but I produce them on my own. So that means I can, this is for Jean. I produce those on my own. So that means I can put them wherever I want, and they can be on YouTube for free because I get monetized on there. So people have to listen to these ads, and the ads are like actually custom to what you watch on YouTube. So I place the ads. I let YouTube place the ads, and then they make them all to you. This is Kate's book. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the opportunity to sign all the books for Patreon. Even though Columbus Day Conundrum has already come out, they get all the books in Patreon. And so another thing is they have taken a really long time for the books to be printed and then sent to me. What, honey? Author copies, yeah. And so the copies that I purchased for the Patreons, so that takes a while. And this one took a while, but actually they're going to get another book. Holly Homicide should be here within the next week or so. So as I'm signing them, talking to y'all, Eddie is packaging them up. And then we're going to get them to the post office. But anyway, so that's how I can put my audiobooks up for free. And so people will be like, too many ads and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, okay, well, if you want to, you can go buy it and, not have to worry about the ads. But you can't look a free gift horse in the mouth, right? But the reason why, like the Camper and Criminals, Cozy Mystery series are not in on YouTube or some of the other series that I have is because I decided that to let like a publisher or producer like Tantor Audio, Dreamscape, those types of things, because I don't want all my eggs in one basket. So, Jane, And so that's why they are on there for free. And I mean, again, if people complain, I just say, well, here's the link. You can go buy it for $13 to $20 something. So, but anyways, the note is from Tracy Jones. She said, how come it takes longer for your audiobooks to come out after the release of the book? Well, there's a reason for that, and that's because I am not quick enough to get them in. So, like for instance, I have been going back with the Killer Coffee series to get all of those done, and also so I use the same narrator, and she can't be narrating a million books at once. So as soon as she gets done with one, I funnel it to her. So like right now, Iced Coffee Corruption is being filmed or narrated by her, and the Patreons, they get those. So as she finishes a chapter, then Patreon gets it. And then once it's released, then once she's finished, then we listen to it, and then I release it on all those platforms. Jennifer Lewis. And so, oh, Jane, I just did yours. I just did your book. So anyways, so I will write a book. Well, that's one reason why it's taken so long to get them all. So rest assured, all the series that are on YouTube that are free audio listens will eventually be on there. Like I'm not going to take a series off and then give it to like a production company. This was for Janice Farrow, and then the next one's for Angela Williamson. The problem is that not only do I have a backlog to get them done, but I write a book, and literally after I finish my own little round of edits, then this is Angela. I will usually, publish it within like a month and a half after I get all the edits back. So I just don't have time, or the narrator doesn't have time to get it produced in that quick of a turnaround. Tammy Hudson, if you're on here, I don't know if she's on here or not, so I'll have to look to see who's on there. Oh, I do think she's on here. I think I see her name, Tammy Hudson. And so I'm just not one of those authors that give myself enough time to be like, oh, I'm going to write the book and then let the narrator have it for 6 months or 3 months or however long it takes them. I just don't do that. And so what I do is it allows me to, I keep forgetting to show y'all. Leslie Lawrence. I keep forgetting to show you guys. Sorry. But what I do is I make it. So, for instance, Tantor has the Maisie Doll series, and an audiobook just came out in that. And some of my audiobook listeners are not e-reader or print book or large print or hard print or any kind of reader, so they'd much rather listen to the book, which is fine. So I treat them as if they are their own separate releases. So this is from Mirandia. So what happens is that I have a book release every month, and then I have an audiobook release. So it's not in the same thing. But what happens is that that way I've always got something releasing for everybody, not just the ebook listeners and the audiobook listeners. But, I also have started putting audiobooks on sale now that a lot of them are getting into Jane. That's not Jane Dietz. That's Jane Corrado. So I know if Jane Dietz is on here, I don't think I've done her book yet. So anyways, that is important to me to be able to always have something new coming out. So when for me in my business, this is for Rita, for me in my business, if I've got, oh, thanks. Eddie just stuck a whole nother stack of things we got to fill. I'm signing as fast as I can. But anyways, so for me, as the owner of my publishing company, I'm always wanting to have something that I can put out and market to you guys. This is for Lauren. So Tantor, for instance, they just released the third Maisie Doss book. And so in audio, but I released that book, a long time ago. But now it's on Mary Gott. It is like a new release for me. So I can promote that and I can say, oh, it's a new release. Also, here comes Aaron. I think Aaron is on here. So also like for a new release, I like to, hype it up. And then like for the audiobook, Aaron, say for instance, the Maisie Doss book is out. So next week I might put that book on sale, the print book, the large print, the paperback, audio, or not audio, the hardback and the print book and the ebook on sale. That way, when people get now the audiobook, if they use, Audible or whatever, they can get the ebook for a pretty cheap price as well. So, and this is Marilyn Lunsford. I don't know if you're on here, but, and so I use it as a strategy instead of people saying, oh, Lauren, I just did yours. I use it as a strategy instead of saying like, instead of beating myself up and trying to get all of it, done at the same time. And that might be industry standard, but y'all, I'm not industry standard. Gina, over the river. And so, and I don't try to be like everybody else. I'm doing what's good for me and my business and what's good for us. And I think that, my readers are happy with. So I'm not saying that what I'm doing is wrong or right. I think it's just my path. And this is for Miss Barbara. I just think that it works for me and it works for my business. So that I hope Tracy Jones, that explains a little bit about, why I do it, which is actually exactly how I do it. Kristen Steele, whoop. That way, you guys know, and I've never been one, somebody said something, about me the other day in our Zoom on Patreon. And it's interesting, Heidi, because I just have never prescribed to the standard ways of how people do things, and it works for me. And I mentioned that I think that I'm different because I was really, really never supposed to be an author. I was a teacher and a therapist, and I just wanted somebody to escape. And so to me, that means just being myself. And literally, when I sit down like to do a live or I sit down to do a book signing, I'm still just a reader at heart nowadays. And I still want to be treated, and I still want to be treated the way my favorite authors that I respect treated me, and the way as a reader, I want to be respected as a reader. And that never gets lost on me. It never gets lost on me that I get to do what I do because you guys are buying the books and you're enjoying it and you're escaping. And I always tell people, I'm not that read that after you read my book, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that Tanya Kappas book was life-changing. It was the best mystery. She had the best red herrings. Oh my gosh, I never figured out the killer. Because if you figure out the killer, I'm like, oh, you could figure out the killer. Maybe sometimes I'm just kind of taking you on the ride, kind of like Columbo. You might know who the killer is, and that's fine. I really wasn't trying to disguise it, but I was just trying to take you on a ride and show you how I got there. So I just try to help you escape. And I always love that Mark Twain quote. Okay, I have to stop signing for just a second to look it up because I want to get it right. I never get it right. I just know the gist of it. His quote was, his quote is, my books are like water. Those of great geniuses are wine. Fortunately, everybody needs and drinks water. So I'm just that, cleanser after you read those crazy books, right? And that's okay with me. I'm not looking to be some big, great, prolific standout or something like that. And I'm happy with that. So anyways, that is the answer, the long answer. I always say, if you ask me a question, be prepared, because I make a long story longer instead of a long story shorter. Miss Angie Evans. Now Miss April is next. So let's see who all's here today. Hey girl, what is up? What are you doing? That's April. How are you? Are you ready for ho ho ho? So funny story. Do y'all watch The Great Lake Fight? If y'all know me, y'all know that's one of my most favoriteest shows to watch during the holidays. Eddie just filled me up again, y'all. So I love to watch The Great Lake Fight. If y'all know it, let me know in the comments, and I will get there eventually. So this past week they had this guy on there, and I think he had MS. Anyways, he was from our area over in Ohio. And are these also? Why are we using those again? These. That's all we have left. To use up? Okay. And so what happened was that I said, oh, Eddie, I've got to go to Hobby Lobby because first off, yesterday morning, I said, Eddie, I need you to make me something. And he's like, what? I was like, I need you to make me something. I need you to make me a box for the table. And he's like, So I showed him an example of the box. And I said, and then I want to go to Hobby Lobby tonight over across the river. So I had to get my passport to cross that big river into Ohio. And I said, I want to, Becky. And I said, all y'all on here that's on Patreon, could y'all imagine if all these people came to our Zoom? Really, we have a few thousand people on Patreon, and literally like 20 people come to Zoom. We like our little community on our Zoom. Miss Haley. But anyways, so I'm sitting on my legs, and my mama always said, don't sit on your legs like that with your knees under, because you're going to stunt your growth. I don't think I'm going to grow no more. I'm all 5'4" and a half, because a half matters. But anyways, and so back to my squirrel. So what happened was that I said, oh, and while we're over there, the guy on The Great Lake Fight lives there. We need to go look at his house. I bet I can Google it and I can find it. So then I said, oh, you know what else is over there? Remember how, again, if you've been following me forever, you know that across the river, across that big Ohio River, they used to do Christmas lights. Well, somebody bought that, and they don't do the Christmas lights no more. But lucky for us, across the river in another place, they bought those lights, and this guy that won the Great Lake Fight, his town hosts it now. I said, so while we're over there, we could just go through the lights. And so we can go to Hobby Lobby, get what I need for the box. Then we can go to see that guy that won the Christmas light fight. And then we can go through the lights. And while we're over there, we can go eat. I love to go out to eat. Christina. So Eddie's like, okay, whatever. So we go. And that is so cute, Eddie. Like, I just opened up this book to sign it, and he put that little Christopher Columbus ship in there. I just noticed it. Isn't that cute, Eddie? That's cute. So anyways, we get over to this guy's. We go over there. We go to Hobby Lobby. I get my stuff, which I will show you at the end of the live what the box looks like, because it's behind me. If Rowena doesn't, I don't know where she went. She's been playing in it. She thought the box was hers, like for her to lay in. Let's see, Jamie. So what happened is that we go over there, y'all. This guy's house was unbelievable. I actually took video of it because it was just so amazing. And I got a picture. Oh, I should go get it. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Eddie. And he was just on the Great Light Fight last week. I got to pull my seat back up. And I took a picture. Look. Here's the picture of the trophy. Ah, it's so awesome. And so the little mechanical elf it works. And he's like polishing it up. Maybe I can find that really quick. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. So here's like the inside. So if you guys watched, there's Santa and look, he's polishing it. He's polishing the little thing. And then if you push, I mean, of course I had to take the picture. Oh, I should probably take you off of there, huh? So there's the thing. Isn't it cute? I just loved it. It's just adorable. Those little packages, they move, but you have to hit this button. And there was a little kid standing under me that was hitting the button. But I took more pictures. I took more videos that I'm going to show later on the thing. But if you were on Facebook last night, I did go live during us driving through the lights. We went to the steakhouse and I got a steak and it was good. But we went through the lights and I did a live and abruptly I got off the live after a few minutes because mom, she loves those Trans-Siberian Orchestra people and we go every year. But this year I was out of town when they came on the 6th and then they didn't go to Lexington this year. So I'm like, what in the world is going on? So we didn't get to go. But one of their songs came on and I wanted Mama to see the lights. So I FaceTimed her. Boop. And so that's why I had abruptly gotten off the live. But anyways, I can't wait for you guys to see the pictures of the guy that won the Great Light Fight. And I think he had like MS or something. If y'all remember, let me know. Miss Tracy. I might not get through all these books because I want to say hi to y'all in a second. So, Miss Francis. So anyways, that's what we did last night. And plus I want to show y'all my box. It is so cute. Pamela Clark, you're next. Pamela Clark from Michigan. So that's what we did last night. So it's kind of mine and Eddie's little tradition to do that. And then here's Terry. So let's see who else is here real fast while I sign these books. Because what we're going to do is after I get done off of here, Eddie and I are going to go, good morning, Lisa Shaw. McIntosh, it is noon here. So it makes you a star. Oh, I don't know what makes me a star, but I like it. Hi, Eddie. Everybody says hello. Hello, Stephanie. Do you have family in Beattyville, Kentucky? No. Why do you ask? We can talk about Beattyville. Hey, Leslie. Hello, hello. Your audiobooks have been a godsend since I lost my vision post-stroke a year ago. Oh, thank you, Liz, for getting on here. I really appreciate that. Hello. Teamwork. Yes, teamwork. Oh, hey there. Hello. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you so much for the free audiobooks. I enjoy all of them that I can get. Oh, you're so welcome. And maybe I answered some burning questions. I try to get on there and answer the questions that people, send me. This is Stacy, because I, want you guys to know how it works. A lot of people sometimes don't know how audiobooks work that are free on there, and how I can let them get free, because you have to pay a few $1,000s to get your books into audiobooks. So the best way that I can get them free to you is by letting YouTube run those ads, and the ads are based on what you watch on YouTube, Teresa, not what I give you. And so I don't know how they, pick those, but they're based on what your viewership is. And, they sprinkle them in there, but that's part of it, Leonard. But that's, part of their terms of service. And if that's the only way I can get them to people, I know that you can skip the videos most of the time or the ads. And I also, use YouTube a lot. So I'm constantly one of those people too. Like, oh, another ad, but I also understand how that works. So anyways, if you're just getting on here, I'm signing books for my Patreon group. So I'm like, I can talk and sign at the same time. Who knows? Good morning, Linda G. Forgot how to join Patreon. I want to order the Camper Series and audiobook. Now the Camper Series and audiobook, you would have to do through a retailer, because I have contracted out with Tantor Audio to use their services. So that is never going to be on YouTube. So you'll have to get those on, and I cannot give those on Patreon either, because again, I don't own the production rights to that, because I sold them to, this is also Bev. I'm going to put Bev on here too. And Bev, because they're sisters and they share Patreon. So that is, so if you join Patreon, which we would love to have you, then you're not going to get those books on audio. The one books that you do get on audio there without interruption are the Killer Coffee series and the Holiday Mystery series. Well, also, like this book right here is also in the Holiday series. So they also get this as it's written, and they get it after it's been edited. So, and they get the audiobook. But we would love to have you. And the way you can get on there, I can pull up a link super fast, I believe. But, anytime that y'all are looking for any sort of, I can throw this link in here, and I hope it sticks. If not, then you can always go on my website, TanyaKappas.com, is where you'll be able to find like all of my links. Is it letting me? I don't know if it let me. So, hello, Jean. I got your card. I loved it from you and Rye. I loved it. It had a cat on the front of it. I said, look at her sending me a birthday card. It ain't my birthday. I don't even know why I said that. Christmas card with the kitty cat on it. Aaron, do audiobooks usually erase with the physical? No, none of them. I'm too lazy. That's what the question was about. But I don't work. I mean, I don't have the time. I mean, I write a book and I'm like, I can't wait to get it into your hands. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait. And then I just make it as another own release. Jane D, she's going to start live on Tuesdays at noon. Yes. Hoping to be here on Tuesdays at noon. That's because it is awful daylight savings time, and it don't save me no time to get to bed earlier, Miss Anita. So that's why I don't. Huh?
Probably not next Tuesday.
Why? What's next Tuesday? What am I going to do on Christmas Eve?
Are you going to get on there then?
I don't know. Eddie said not Tuesday. Is Tuesday Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Look at Eddie. He's got my schedule down pat, y'all. Let's see. Merry Christmas, Donna. Hello, Kristen. I love when you put audiobooks on sale. My bank account that is not. Yes. Well, I do it every week now. And so at least we're trying to. So this week, I think there are 5 audiobooks on sale. And there are so many that it's just hard to put them all in my newsletter. So I try to put them on the Instagrams and the Facebooks and all that fun stuff. So Aaron says, I love this cover. I'm excited to get it. Yay, me too. I'm super excited. We've just been waiting on it forever to come in the mail, and they finally did. And another thing, if Kayla is on here, she ordered stuff from my merch shop, and I ordered stuff in October and literally just got the notice today that it shipped. I could not believe it. I was so mad. And she also had just ordered some stickers. And so I contacted the shop, and I've not heard back from them, of course. So I just don't think anybody works during Christmas. And I'm like, I ordered these like 2 months ago. So I just got them. Hello, Chelsea. Hey, girl. Hey, Tracy. I just signed your book. Thank you. Tanya standard worked perfectly. I know all my Tanya standards. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I love physical books, but right now audio has been my lifeline. Listen, while I'm cleaning or baking makes it go faster and less stressful. I know. Isn't that the best? Roxanna. Her name is Roxanna that I'm signing to. Roxanna. And so I like audiobooks as well, especially when I'm doing a book club. I love that quote. I know the Mark Twain quote is the best. That is a good way to look at it, Stephanie. You gotta turn that stinking thinking around. I love that quote. And I love that show. Oh, yeah. Columbo, almost done with gifts. Sorry. You know, I do my best to stay out of Hobby Lobby. I can get in trouble in that store. Oh, yeah. I got to show y'all my thing. Love our community on Patreon. Me too. Well, I love our little group too. We should do a road trip to see these lights. Well, come on. You're welcome. You know the way. You were just here in October. So you can come back and do the road trip and all the fun stuff. Miss Tammy is next. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, y'all. How cute. Hello from South Georgia. Hey, Lori. How are you? Lori, did you get your prize yet? Lori won a prize. I can't remember if she won in the Coastal Magic group or if she won in the Kathy, that's your book. I have another Kathy, Miss Kathy Keith from Sydney, Ohio, where I stayed at that cute coffee shop, or if you want it from the Cozy Town Sleuths. Miss Kathy Keith, she is from Sydney. If you got my newsletter and I talk about the little Hallmark town, that's it. Let's see, will the light shine down? Hilarious. But earlier we had a question that wanted to know if I had family in Beattyville. I do not have family in Beattyville, but it is a kind of where Normal, Kentucky, and my camper series was set. So when the producers came to check out the Daniel Boone and get to know Eddie and I took them camping, which is in the Daniel Boone National Forest, and Beattyville is right there, and it's the closest town outside of like Slade. Like it's really a town. And so their eyes like glowed when they saw it, because like, oh my gosh, this is normal. And I'm like, we would love to film here. I'm like, oh my gosh, if they were to film in Beattyville, y'all, we would lose our marbles in Kentucky. We would lose our marbles in Kentucky. And I think it would bring a great big light on Beattyville, which really needs, I mean, when I was writing the books in 2017, Eddie and I would stay in a little cabin down there in Beattyville, and then, you know, hang out at the gorge and the Daniel Boone. And it was so cute. But then when the flood came in 21 and devastated the little community, I just don't think it's picked up from that anymore. Michelle, my belle, Michelle Bernstein. Then I don't just know if it's really picked up or not, but I do not have family in Beattyville, and I think that is why you asked earlier about it. So Michelle Thomas, and I'll try to make it much nicer. It does. Luckily, it's just cleaning exams today. Good for you. Yes. Hello. I'm hooked. I'm on the third. Oh, wow. We're great. We love you getting hooked. We loved hooked people, right, y'all? It's why you mentioned your merchandise. I was thinking about getting a mug for myself, but then I thought being Christmas, it would be longer for it. Well, that's what I had ordered. I had ordered mugs, And so I complained a month ago, and they're like, "Oh, we'll give you the free shipping." I'm like, and then last week I canceled the order. I said, "I'm canceling this order, and I'm going to close down this store." And then today I get an email that says, "Oh, we can't cancel your order. We just yesterday I got a shipping announcement and shipping notification, and they said we can't cancel your order because it's been shipped." I'm like, I sent that email a week ago. But that's okay. I got them. Noon on Tuesday. I know, Jane. I'm just sending y'all all sorts of craziness. Hey, Lauren. Hi. I saw that you are on Kindle Unlimited. Oh, thanks, Lori. I love Kindle Unlimited. But welcome to the group. We're glad you're here. I'm feeling that you were very, very new until you saw me do some giveaways. And we are excited you're here. Now I'm going to show y'all my box. Are y'all ready before I head off of here? Eddie is stacking up all the things. I'm going to show you my cute box. Boop, boop. And then maybe we'll find Rowena before I head. And then I got to put on hard pants. I got on shorts. Hard pants would be jeans or something. Look at my box. So I probably should actually paint it or rough it up or something. But Eddie even put little feet on it so it wouldn't scratch up the table anymore. But I just I made it a decorative piece. Maybe if I can go over top of it. See? Doesn't that look pretty? I love it. So we'll look at it from this angle. And we'll go around. And then we'll look at it from this angle. Isn't that pretty? So I like it. And so I said to Eddie, I need a box. So let's go in here if we see Rowena in my office. This is where I was today working, in my office. My shelves. I keep a Christmas thing on here. I taught Mama how to do that. So every time I FaceTime with her now, she's got something on her thing. So let's see. So yeah. Oh gosh, you guys. So also the producers introduced me to this thing called Myrtle. So when we were in Bardstown, somebody was doing the myrtles. And so the producer said, "Oh, I want you to meet this. I want you to go over here and look at this girl's book. It's called Myrtle." And if you know what the myrtle is, let me know in the comments. So she went up to this girl that was eating, and she's like, "Oh, I love myrtle. Can I see your myrtle?" And the girl said, "Sure." And so she's showing me the myrtles, which is like, so I have to use a pen, an erasable pen to do mine because they're not that easy. To me, they're not easy. But I use an erasable pen. So like they're like little mysteries, like you get the backstory and then you try to figure out the mystery. So they have a few of these and they're really, really cool. So the producer said to the girl at the restaurant, "Oh, this is an author. She writes mysteries," pointing to me. "And I'm a movie producer from Hollywood, and we're here to turn her books into a television show." And or we're turning her books into a television show. And the girl's like, "Oh my gosh, what are y'all's names?" And so Margot, the producer, she like scribbled our names down. And when we were leaving, we both looked back at the girl, and her husband were both on their phone looking up, and then they looked at us when we were walking by. But anyway, so Myrtle is a game thing, but fun fact, Myrtle is being turned into a movie. Well, it was a movie right now, but you never know, it might become an actual show. But it's actually a game that's being turned into a movie. So there is your new Myrtle thing. 18 off. It's very pretty. I like her. I know she was sitting in the box. I do need battery lights for that. But anyways, everybody likes our box, Eddie. I could stain it or clear coat it. You're right. I know I love that box. Everybody absolutely love the Trunk Kindle Unlimited. She said that earlier. Looks great. They like the box, Eddie. Well done. He's smiling. So I won't tell you. She is not. Eddie says Rowena's in the egg chair sprawled out. So we'll go look at that. That's in my bedroom. Y'all, I have no shame. I just take y'all anywhere and everywhere. So somebody had said, oh, really like your Instagram and your Facebook should have like a brand to it. And, it should be a lot prettier. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be an influencer. So I don't think readers or other writers are looking at my social medias for me to be an influencer. So I'm just going to be me and I'm going to be authentic and I'm just going to put up stuff I want to put up. So don't be going and looking at my socials or be on here if y'all think I'm going to be an influencer and put up pretty pictures. I ain't. I'm just me and I'm authentic and I'm good for that. And we're going to go right into my bedroom. Hi, baby girl. Do y'all see her? Look at how cute she is. Hi, baby girl. Can you say hi to your people? You laying on your thing for your thing? Honey. Isn't she sweet? She's sweet till she bites me. Ooh. She's sweet till she bites me. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. Yeah, her's a good girl. You sleeping? You sleeping? I know. There she is. So a lot of times I'll be sitting in the family room and I hear this thump and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? And I'll come in here and she's hanging right here. Her whole body is hanging on here because the birds are up there. So she's hanging and you can almost see my she shed. Oh no. Yeah, right up there. Barely you can see my she shed now through the crazy woods. So I'm going to take y'all outside and show y'all the river because it looks really pretty today. And the river looks really blue and we can end our live so I can get your books in the mail. And then also, oh, there goes the hawk. We just missed the hawk. Oh, you can kind of see, oh, he just went up on that tree. Isn't it pretty out today, y'all? It looks so pretty. And then I've got a camping trip planned coming up right after Christmas. The sun is out. The river looks beautiful. And that's about all I got to say to y'all today. Except I love you. And if I don't see y'all before Christmas, if I don't get on here next Tuesday,